Hey everybody, Santa Claus here, Wednesday, February 22nd in the Philippines. Got my shades on because it's pretty sunny out here. And I figured give you a little different look of Santa. Hey, by the way, I told you guys yesterday about the flag, the Philippines flag. And I forgot to mention one thing. What do you do with the torn, ripped, tattered, battered flag? How are you supposed to dispose of that? So they say best way to do that is just to burn it. Uh, Usually, if you burn your flag, it's kind of disrespect. But in this case, if the flag is beat up or torn, that's what they want you to do, burn it. So that's what we'll do. Next time we have a fire and our burn pile over there, I'll put it with the rest of the stuff and just burn it. But the new one's flying pretty good. Got a little bit of a breeze today, not a big breeze, but it's nice and sunny out here, as you can see with my shades. Doing a lot of laundry. They all did a lot of laundry. Our old helper came back today. She apologized for not showing up, but I told her, we told her, we couldn't wait forever. We had to hire new people. But she's going to work out her debt anyway because she still owes me some money. So she's going to work till her debt is paid. Then we really don't need her to help anymore. But she has to, you have to work off your debts. I just learned my lesson now on lending money. You can't lend money to anybody, even 1,000 pesos. If you plan on doing that, if you plan on lending money to people, don't plan on them paying back. That was an old saying, even from days of me living in the U.S. A lot of times I lent people money and they never paid back. Even when Oprah Winfrey was popular TV show back then, she said the same thing. Hey, if you lend somebody money, don't ever expect it back, because most of the time you're not going to get it back. People think lending is giving. I do give charity, I do give to people. But if somebody says, oh, can I borrow? I expect them to pay back. It's just something in the Philippines, but, it's not just the Philippines, but it happens a lot here. Hey, can I borrow 500? Can I borrow 1,000? Borrow? You mean give, right? Because I'm not going to get it back. That's just the way it is, people. Don't expect it back if you're going to borrow. They're going to borrow. I have like 3 people that owe me money right now. So what I do is when I have a job, when I have something for them to do, I'll just have them do it and deduct some of the money, because that's the only way you're going to get it back. They're never going to have extra cash. Nobody is. There's no such thing as extra cash for most of these people that live around here. There's no extra. It's what they have to live on. So you're never going to get it back. So I've learned I'm not going to lend any money anymore. Like I said, I do give without expecting it back. But if somebody says, "Can I borrow?" that means you're lending money. So from now on, I'm going to tell people, no, I'm not a lender. I'm not a bank. Sorry. If I have a job for you, I'll give you a job. But right now, we have two caregivers, two not caregivers, two people that help us here. One that mostly helps me, does the labor, the really hard labor, the outside, working outside, and the other one helps Grace most of the time. But they both work hard. They're both native people. They're used to working hard. They never complain, and we pay them for it. So that's how it works. And right now I have to watch my budget because we have no income here. For you people that are just new subscribers and wondering why you don't have a resort anymore, I had one question about that. You know, just look at some of the older videos and all your questions will be answered. But the main reason was we got wiped out twice here, and I'm tired of rebuilding. Typhoons destroyed all our kubos, everything we were renting. I'm not going to rebuild anymore. It's not worth it. Also, the government here, this town, has made it very difficult for new and existing, both, resorts. They put in a lot of new rules in place. You have to get a lot of new permits. It's a lot more work than it used to be. People used to just put up a resort and just start operating. But now it's quite a few requirements. I think most likely somebody that owns a resort, a big resort, and doesn't like competition probably complained. And now they're cracking down. So, hey, don't worry about me. You have one less resort now. Because I'm not going to do all these things they require. They're even requiring most of the resorts to have a full-time lifeguard with training. You have to go train these people. They have to go through proper training of being a lifeguard. I know our friend Sean. He's got a resort up here. He had to go through it all. But he's got so much money invested, he has no choice. He has to stay in business. Me, I didn't invest a whole lot of money. I invested some. I mean, it was in the thousands dollars that I rebuilt here twice. But I didn't put up any like permanent structures that weren't necessarily for me to live here, that were just for rentals. I didn't put any permanent cement structures. Now, if you want to have a resort here, a real resort, you need to put up permanent cement structures because of the storms. Anything made out of wood, bamboo, metal roof, stuff like that is not going to last. If you have a big typhoon, forget about it. I mean, like I said, watch some of my older videos. I have a couple videos. It says total destruction or something like that. You can see how much stuff got damaged here, how much stuff got destroyed. It's no joke, people. If you live near the water, you want beachfront property, you're going to have to put up with it. Because the Philippines is typhoon strong. It's kind of like you in the U.S. to have Tornado Alley. Here it's Typhoon Alley. Typhoons, by the way, are pretty much the same as hurricanes where I come from. And they're different strengths. The last one we had was actually a super typhoon. One of the biggest the Philippines has ever had. And we got hit hard here. Just look at the video. I think it's like 4 months back, maybe October. Just look at that. Yeah, I think it was October before Catherine's birthday, my daughter's birthday. That's why we didn't have a big birthday celebration for her. It's because I spent so much money rebuilding. So go back to my October destruction video and watch it. You can see it. Then your questions will be answered why we don't have a resort here anymore. At that point also, we were only open a short period of time. We only had everything in operational maybe 1 month, and all that was gone. So yeah, it was totally non-profitable. To be profitable here, you have to probably have at least 1,000,000 pesos income a year, I would say. And I think it's pretty difficult. I know some of the bigger resorts here might do that. They might be able to do that. I know a couple right here probably make maybe $400 or $500 income every weekend. So that's not bad if you can do that. But you know, for a little small place like this that just opened, it's really not worth it. It's not worth it. If you really want to make an investment and do things right, you have to spend money. But then you're in the hole. Like our friend Sean, you know, he put so much money into his place. It's going to take him years and years and years just to break even. But you know, that's what they want. That's what they want to do. It's not what I want to do. Plus, you know, it's a job. When you have a resort here, it's a job. Don't think it's not work. You have to clean up after people. You have to be at their service all the time. You have to have the little sorry store open. You have to have somebody there. With us, we have little kids. They need attention, so it's hard to give the guests here attention and give your kids attention and do your daily jobs. You know, it's not easy. Then you have all the extra garbage and trash from their cooking and throwing stuff away. There's no trash pickup here. Not in this area. We would have to either burn our trash or we have to take it in town. Usually we take it in town. Some stuff we burn. Some of the garbage, the food garbage, food waste, we give to animals around here. Dogs, pigs. They eat it. It's not a problem to get rid of that. But everything's a job. You know, people are constantly asking you questions. You gotta have somebody constantly watching, making sure they're safe. That's why they want you to have a lifeguard. But another expense. You're gonna have to pay a lifeguard to be here full time. You're gonna have to probably build some kind of lifeguard tower. It's just too much for me, people. I came here to retire and relax. You know? Sorry about that. Big salamander was crawling towards me, and they can bite. I don't need that. He was coming close. I don't want to kill it. I just blew it away. Let me show you. See this thing? He almost came up to me. There. I blew him away. Anyway, that's really all I got to say on the subject. I just wanted to let you guys know because I did have a question why we don't have a resort anymore. So those are the reasons. It's not worth it. It's not worth it to me to do it. And I'm not going to do it again. I'm closed for good. If somebody wants to purchase this property, it's available. And you could make a resort out of it. You could make a pretty nice life. Oh, good morning. She's over there. Our helper's boyfriend, husband, whatever. I think they're just boyfriend. They're not married. But there's opportunities here. You just have to be willing to make it a full-time deal. And you have to be willing to spend some money. Now, if you buy this place, you get a lot what I already put into it for free. I mean, I've probably put at least 2 million pesos into it. 1 million pesos for the US is $20,000. That's 1 million pesos. So you figure every million is 20,000. So my initial investment was buying the rights here. Not going to tell you what I paid, but all in all, with all the buildings, all my investment, I definitely have over 5 million pesos invested. So that was it's been maybe 7-8 years since we purchased this place, rights. And if you're interested at all on what we're asking, just give me a message. I will private message you on the price. But you could, if you're a young couple and willing to invest all your time and you want to live right here beachfront, you could start a pretty good business here. Plenty of people do. You just have to follow the new rules. You have to do what they tell you, get the permits, and advertise. You could start a pretty good business here. But for me, you know, I'm 63 years old. Santa's 63. He just turned 63 in February. I came here to retire and relax. I really don't want to work too hard. And I don't want the hassles of being open all the time. So it's not for me. Plus, as I've mentioned before, it's a little bit boring here. And the schools are not great. I have 2 young children. I have one in 1st grade. The other one's way too young for school yet. And the schools here, it's a public school. It's definitely not the best. So I want to get her into a better school, a private school, and there's really none around here. Not in this area. So my goal is to get out of here, get to a bigger town, bigger community, so she can have a nice school and I can have more to do. So hopefully that answers all your questions. I appreciate all the questions coming in, all the comments. That's what I want you guys to do. I want return viewers. I want you guys to be interested in this channel, not just fly-by-nights. So, you know, if you have a question, no problem. I always try to answer your questions. This is a beautiful place to live. Very easy life. You don't have to spend a lot of money to live here. It's all what you want. It's all what you're looking for. If you're looking for all the luxuries of where you used to live in the US or Australia or Canada or England, you're not going to have all that in a town like this. You're not going to have all the luxuries. So if you want to live where all the luxuries are, great Wi-Fi, great TV, bars, restaurants, expats to talk to, you have to go to a bigger place. People have suggested to me Dumaguete, but there's more than that. There's Cebu. There's all kinds of places here in the Philippines to discover. Even Baguio's nice, beautiful temperature in Baguio. A lot cooler in the mountains, but again, you know, these are more crowded places. You're going to have more people living there. The streets are going to be more crowded. The traffic's going to be worse. Especially you go somewhere like Quezon City. Manila, or Olongapo, places like that. Um, you're going to deal with a lot of traffic, even Cabanatuan, but it's all what you're looking for. So yeah, if you're going to move here, if you're thinking about it, just research it first. There's lots of places to research, and depends what kind of life you want. Uh, the best thing I could really want or suggest is to have maybe 2 places if you can afford it, which is what I would like if I could afford it. I would keep this place and then have another place for most of my living and Catherine's school, day-to-day living, and then come here just as a vacation property. But you can make this a full-time place if you want, if you are willing to give up a few things for the quiet and the beauty. So that's it. That's all I got now. Final look. Let's take a final look outside here. Before I sign off, this video's longer than most of my videos, but I figured I'd do some explaining for new subscribers out there that are wondering, what exactly do I do here? What did I do here? The biggest thing I can recommend is do your research and watch my older videos. I have hundreds of videos here of my life since I've been here. It's not just Dingaland. It's not just this place. So watch if you're interested and you have time. Next time I'm gonna do a video on a more interesting subject, more controversial subject. So stay tuned for that. It's gonna be another day. But thanks for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe. Really appreciate you guys following me. Thanks for the new subscribers. And God bless everyone. Santa Claus, over and out.